And welcome in, takers, to Just the Tip, a fantasy football podcast where we give you just our tips, everything fantasy football, and a special episode of betting specials for the draft. We got our special guests here we'll get to in a minute, but we got IR Regan in the house. Regan, how you doing?
Just wonderful here on a Sunday morning. It's dark and gloomy outside, so this is great.
Nice way to start off the Sunday morning. No yard work because it's raining and we can just talk. I know. Can't wait. Hopefully they smack him again like they did last time. We got our special guest, Degenerate Jerry, in the house. Jerry, how you doing?
I'm doing, man. I'm doing.
Good. Are you winning any money on the Stanley Cup playoff bets?
Yeah, 50-50.
All right.
That's all you can ask for.
It's tough. The other day, it was all underdogs who won. So
yeah,
it was a good time. And I'm Mac Disfatt-Bidge. Ryan is on vacation. So we are going to discuss draft specials, not really too much fantasy football analysis or analytics. All right. We're just going odds, trends, and talk about these players, not really evaluating them. Just where we think teams might go. Look at some mocks. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can either do this. You could like the video and subscribe to our channel, or you give us a 3% cut of whatever you win from our tips. So up to you, takers.
I like 3%.
Let us know. Yeah, we'd prefer the 3%. I mean, it's $25 a month to use this streaming service, so please help us out. But if you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, if you just rate and review, it'd be great. Download the episodes, share our tips with your friends and family. All right, guys. Got to get into the draft, but tip-off question before we do that.
Cook like some burgers on there.
I'm just going to do a random drop for the
I noticed that
until we get something. All right. So tip-off question. We've been discussing a lot about Bryce Young and CJ Stroud lately, but the odds have moved tremendously. Now, CJ Stroud, the new Wonderlic test, the cognitive, the S2 test, a lot of shade being thrown at CJ Stroud. What is going on here, Regan? Is he going to fall out of the top 10? Is he not even going to be in the top 3? What is going to happen?
Yeah, we were talking, off recording, and I think Jerry has a couple great ideas, but there's no way he falls out of the top 10. Yes, there's some shade going to him, but beforehand, there was so much positivity going to him. I just don't see it. There's so many QB needy teams, and I think we'll talk about it in general. But top 5, he'll be gone.
Top 5, all right. Place a bet on that because Levi Jeans is moving into second in the favorite to be taken as a second QB. But yeah, like you said, we'll discuss that later. Jerry, CJ Stroud, what is happening?
He didn't do great on that IQ test. Everybody, including Hendon Hooker, as far as the top 5s, did better than him on that test. He scored 18% from what they're saying out of 100. And even Hendon Hooker, who I think is probably going to go second round, scored 46%.
Ooh. All right. Well, what was it, 18% for CJ Stroud, you said?
Yes. That's what I read on it. So
that's at least 8% more than what Ryan would score on that for sure.
I thought he was going to say me, and I was going to agree.
No. Why would I say anything mean about you?
Well, because I don't need Google. My wife knows everything.
Oh, there you go. I was going to say, I would never be mean to my stepson.
Aw, I hate you.
Looking at some mock drafts right now, though, it's still CJ Stroud going 1, 2, or 3, except for Will Brinson from CBS. He has CJ Stroud going to the Titans at number 11, which they need a quarterback. Ryan Tannehill, yes. Come on. Enough with that experiment. So, not bad.
I wouldn't mind that, actually.
Yeah, let him sit behind Tannehill for a year or half the year, see what happens. So, takers, let us know what you think. Hit us up, Just a Tip FFP on all the social medias. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Let us know what your thoughts are. We are going to be doing a 10-pick live draft night special. We'll have Dynasty Brit on, maybe a couple other guests, maybe Jerry. When you lose all your bets, you can come on and complain about what happened, what went wrong. CJ Stroud goes number 2. Just kidding. Jerry does pretty well, so I would take his advice, as hard as he gives it to you, and lean into it. Just take it. We're going to go through some of the props and stuff, but Regan, you have some extra tips, a little deeper tip.
Yeah, I just got a couple statistics really based on the draft and regarding whether a player is taken in the first round to the fourth round. Are they still in the league over time? So in general, I'll start off with saying this. In a first round, only 63% of players taken in the first round are starters going into that season, which is pretty crazy. Now, you do have to weigh out there's corners, there's safeties, there's linemen. These aren't just special skill players, but it just drops off from there. Second round's 27%, third round 17%, fourth round's 8%, and below that, it doesn't mean anything. So just know that it is a possibility you might not even have a starter, but if you're taking somebody in the first, you have the best odds, obviously. That being said, so I broke it out a little bit more over the past couple years, and I found these actually on the Forbes list, which I didn't think would be a very good place to find info, but I guess it's based on money and when if a player's a starter, Pro Bowl, so on. So in the early years, 07 to 11, first rounders, RBs were starters 56% of the time. 46% of the time. Now, if we shift all the way to 2021, it's dropped to 26%. And this is showing you that running backs are not lasting very long. And if they're taken, they're not possibly starters. It used to be back in the days that they would take a running back and he was just established in there, whether he sucked or not. Look at Lawrence Maroney from the Patriots. He sucked from day one, but they just played him. But anyways.
Oh, come on. He did it right. Better than Sony Michel.
Yeah, I didn't mind Sony Michel. Now, wide receivers have actually been very leveled the entire time. 07 to 11, 29%. 12 to 16, 25%. I'll skip a couple. 2021, 23%. They've dropped a little bit, but you're pretty averaged out. You take a first rounder, they're going to be starting. QBs is where it gets interesting, and the QBs have been better, way better. We're talking about 51%, and it's all the way up to almost 70% now when a quarterback is taken in the first round that they are a starter. And I believe this is for at least like a 5-year period. So 07 to 11. I think that's 5. So that they're lasting quite a bit, and QBs aren't switching out as much as they used to. What I want to show you guys is it's great to take a QB in the first round. They're probably going to last for you. Running backs, not the best to take in the first round, especially in a draft. I was looking at some of the numbers, and you actually have a better chance of finding a starting running back in the second and third round. They're at 43% starters in the past 6 years. The past 6 years that have passed, 43% of those running backs have lasted, compared to 21% taken in the first round. It's wild.
I have a question. Is that starters like the very first week? Is that what it's mean?
Well, I think it's majority, whoever started the most games in the season.
All right.
And second and third rounders, running backs have been lasting. And now this doesn't really change, I believe, for wide receivers. Wide receivers is actually a little bit better too. We're talking 21% to 37%. So quarterbacks, you always want to take your quarterback in the first round. I think I had a note right here. After the past 10 years, 38 quarterbacks have been taken in the 5th and 6th round. Not one has started or been a starter consistent. So I know that's kind of a difference, from first round, but first round quarterbacks are a way to go. And you can get away with getting a good starter in the second and third round with wide receivers or running backs. Don't think that you need the running back taken in the first round to be, just to be consistent.
Hey, you're talking about fantasy drafts, like
Yeah,
not
so
for,
this
not for dynasty redraft. What are you talking about? Like,
mostly dynasty. This is really a dynasty thing, I guess. All these numbers are really taken from the actual NFL draft and so on. So obviously, there's other players involved in the rounds. But what I'm saying is, when you're going in your dynasty draft, don't think that you have to take that number one. Well, not the number one, but a running back taken in the first round, because odds are you might have a little bit better of a chance getting somebody in the second or third round if you like their landing spot a little bit better, and so on. I'm just saying, don't go crazy and be like, oh, put so much value on them in the first round.
Like you might be able to find that Damian Pierce that was drafted later.
Yeah, great point.
Players like that. I got you. Except, exceptions. Bijan Robinson.
Oh yeah. No, there's definitely there's still, like I said,
player,
there's 26% or whatever are starters in the first round, but it does jump up to almost 40% in the second and third round.
Yeah, you can find some gems there for sure.
Yeah. Obviously you're gonna have your Bijans. You're right.
Yeah, but just goes. It should go without saying, but I just didn't want somebody atting you later, so I just wanted to clarify.
I ain't gonna answer.
Yeah, true. All right, so you heard it here from Regan. Don't draft a running back until the third round.
It's a bold strategy.
What?
See if it pays off for him.
I'm kidding. All right. Let's get to some draft bets. So, like I said at the top, we got Degenerate Jerry, who is the first place loser of our Dynasty League, to me. And I wore the jersey just for you, Jerry. So, have you recovered? Have you recovered better than DeMar Hamlin?
Yeah, about the same.
Yep.
About
you
the
get
same.
back at it on the field next year. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's okay, but
we know. So, little background for you takers: the championship game got canceled, or championship week for fantasy was that week. So, what we did, we just took the points of the players that were going to play that game the following week. So ipso facto, I still won.
Yeah, so I got Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs against one of the best secondaries in the league, as opposed to
one of the highest over-unders that week. I think it was like 52.
Yeah.
But would have been fun, but I had Mike Evans being my MVP and Austin Eckler, so
wouldn't have called that.
Yes.
No, would not have.
And as I was saying off air, I was able to hedge both player props on your guys to make some of that money back. So
absolutely, he's smart.
Jerry's always a winner, whether he loses one way.
I'm always willing to roll the dice.
House always wins. All right, let's get into our Degenerate Special Jerry episode.
Show me the money. That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit. Show me the money. I need to feel you, Jerry. Show me the money.
I like it.
All right, Jerry, let's start off with, I guess since we were talking about Bijan Robinson, how far do you think he's going to drop? Let's see. The mock drafts, they have him going in the top 10, like number 8 to Atlanta. I have him going to Buffalo at 27, is it?
What?
Yeah, so everybody's all over the place. What's the over-under on what pick he's going to? I think I saw like 14. Let me check that. Excuse me.
Yeah, it sounds about right in that area because, as you said, from the mock drafts, I mean, he's everywhere from 8 to 21 to 27, so somewhere in that middle range makes sense. I personally see him going at 21 to the Chargers. As Regan was saying earlier, there's not a lot of teams that go into the first round needing a running back. It's kind of become more of a disposable position as far as teams with more mobile quarterbacks. The game's kind of trended into where your quarterbacks are getting a lot more yards on the ground. So the need for a running back isn't there as much for these teams. There's other areas where they could even like protection players, offensive tackles, and big tight ends are probably going to go before your running backs now.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are definitely fading the running backs. Number 8 is the favorite. So that is to Atlanta with Bijan Robinson at plus 200.
I like Philly at 10. If this Derrick Henry thing doesn't go through, oh my God.
Yeah. Philly at 10 plus 650 for Bijan there. So put a shilling on that. Why not?
I like that.
All right. So then, as we talked about before, Bryce Young, the heavy favorite, not even worth putting money. It's like minus 2,000 right now, but I got it at plus 200 a few weeks ago when they're doing their pro days. So hopefully you got in early on that.
Sneaky bastard.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, to have him at plus money, I mean, that thing's basically a lock. Hopefully, you put a lot of money on.
No,
He doesn't have a lot of money.
I don't. So
Kind of.
it was only like $50. So, but still making money off of it. So I don't know. All right. So then draft position totals. I'm looking at offensive lineman. We talked about under 5.5 is plus 300. Over is minus 400.
Oh, okay.
For the linemen. So they're saying more than 5 offensive linemen being taken in this draft. That's probably because of wide receiver quality. Like a lot of people are fading them.
Yep.
Quarterbacks might be dropping, and like Jerry was saying, build that line. So is it worth putting anything on the under of 5.5 of offensive linemen? Looking at the mocks.
No, looking at the mocks, no. I think there's too many teams that just need protection. Especially, like I said, with this game kind of moving towards the mobile quarterback, those guys are a little bit more fragile because they're on their feet and they're running outside and they're not setting as well when they throw. A lot of off balance throws and stuff. A lot more hits they're taking. So I mean, you're gonna try to protect these mobile quarterbacks at all costs.
Agreed. I think it's pointless. Exactly what you said, Mac, too. That's a great point where you just like the wide receiver tree here is horrible.
Not horrible. Just
no, but in comparison to other years,
lackluster.
It's not gonna, especially these early round guys, that really opens it up for these linemen. I believe what is this QB and corner heavy? Is that what this draft is?
It's corner and offensive line heavy.
Yeah. Well, hence what we're talking about.
Yep. You got about looking at all the mocks. So I'm using the CBS experts in quotes. Nobody knows what's going to happen. So a lot of corners being taken, and then I'm only seeing up to 5 offensive linemen taken. So do you think there will be a 6? I don't know. I kind of like that bet. I think I'm going to go on the under. Plus 300 offensive linemen taken in the first round. Quarterbacks, though, this one, is it even worth doing, Jerry? Both of them at minus 115 of over under 4.5 quarterbacks taken in the first round. Do we think Hendon Hooker and Levi Jeans might drop out? Like,
I think Hendon Hooker is going to go second.
Yeah, you think he's going to go second? All right.
Yeah, I see 4 quarterbacks going in round 1. I see obviously Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Will Levis going in round 1.
All right.
Tennessee.
And what order do the quarterbacks go? So I'm looking at this.
A dick.
Oh no,
no.
It's actually
a point.
Let me see. Somebody else talk. Jesus.
I was curious. I think it's
here. We go. All right, draft pick parlays. So you go first 2 quarterbacks selected in exact order. You got Bryce Young, Will Levis minus 130, or you go Bryce Young, CJ Stroud plus 105.
Wow, it's plus now.
Well, that's just the order. Like, so CJ Stroud will be the second. We know Bryce is the first one, so don't waste your money on going Q plus 1,200. CJ Stroud going first, and then Bryce Young. Like, that's not happening. Or Anthony Richardson, then Bryce Young at plus 3,000. Don't waste your money on that. Who do we think the second QB is going to be? CJ Stroud or Will Levis? I'm gonna call him Levi jeans. I don't
I
care.
know you do. It's honestly bugging me.
I'm sorry. Every time I
okay.
read it though. But yeah, Bryce Young, then Anthony Richardson at plus 400. Yeah, I don't see Anthony Richardson being the second one taken.
I would throw a shot on that just because of the value. I mean, 4-1, and there is a good chance of it happening.
Okay.
Not a great chance of it happening, but there is the chance of it happening. And if you're going to parlay two moving parts, you want to be in plus money.
Yeah, make it worth it.
Yeah.
It's really what quarterback is Indy going to take? Because they're
not Bryce Young. I will lock that in.
Thanks. What a genius.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing some. It's either Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. So
absolutely,
instead of parlaying, it's probably best just to bet on a player going to that specific team. So,
who's right there?
All right, Jerry. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Regan.
No, I'm just curious if there's anybody, in the early, top 15 that would be willing to trade up to get in front of Indy. Because that's really going to be the only thing. Because Indy's going to take a quarterback if they can get maybe not even Stroud, but Will Levis.
The only ones I could see doing it would be the Raiders trading up to get somebody, and maybe the Lions. But I think they like Goff. They're willing to stick it out. But it's like they're trending up with the wins. They're not going to have a pick. They're pick 6 right now. They're not going to have this position next year in the year after. So I don't know. Do they still have a first rounder from the Rams next year or something?
Who's that?
The Lions. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I didn't look into it. I didn't play the long game that way. So do they take either Will Levis or Anthony Richardson and let him sit behind Jared Goff for a year?
You might be able to get him at one of those guys at 6, so.
Right. But they did trade Akuda, so I can see him going cornerback, like Witherspoon, somebody like that.
Going off.
Yeah, at number 6. I really don't see him moving up. So Colts need a quarterback. It's going to be one of those two. So hedge your bets and bet on both of them. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, you got any good bets that you want to discuss?
Well, I saw that the total tight ends is right at 2. There's plus money in under. It's I believe it's plus 285 right now. I don't see that there's 2 tight ends that they're showing could possibly go in the first round. One is Meyer and the other one is Kincaid. I think I'm saying that right.
Yep.
I see one of those 2 guys going, and it's kind of interchangeable. It could be either one of them. I do see Meyer going, and Kincaid falling, just because tight end. It's kind of that position in the first round. Those guys, tight end, to get established with a quarterback, it takes a year or 2. So there's more value in picking them up second and third round, unless it's an absolute stud. Just because they're most likely not going to get right on the field and be playing actively week 1, unless it's a really transitional player from college.
So I agree with you on the whole Meyer going first thing. I think he's a way better tight end, meaning he's way more versatile, and he actually plays the line. We talked about this the other day. Kincaid is definitely just a pass catcher.
Right.
My only thing here is, so you say that it's the unders 2, or the lines 2, I mean. I think there might be more. And the only reason why I say that is because of what we talked about with the wide receivers and they're being so minimal.
Right.
Now, Sam Laporta and Dalton Kincaid, they're both pass catchers, and I think they might be able to be taking as wide receivers in this first round. And that's the only reason why I'm saying this. Green Bay, the Chargers, Dallas, Cincy, and Jacksonville all are looking for tight ends.
Right.
So I do like your concept on Meyer going there. I think he's definitely he's in the plus too. Meyer going in first, which I think is a great bet right there. I do think that the tight ends might go above. That's just my thought. I just think just because of the wide receivers and they're being minimal in this draft, and these tight ends are going to go fast. I think if one goes, they're going to start just popping off. Yeah. Just like a regular draft, sadly.
Right. I always chase value when I see plus money. I didn't even look at the over line. I think it was like minus 140 or something like that. I hate putting that much juice on something that could be
tight ends on. So we're not affiliated with any sports books, so I'm just using DK right now. Tight ends over 2 is minus 380. Under is 285.
Plus 285.
Plus 285. Yep.
All right, so it kind of leans to what I was saying, but I don't know.
Yeah, over is definitely the high favorite.
Yeah. The one that I think, the tight end that I think is going to be questionable is that Darnell Washington. I don't know if you know about him, Jerry, but he is a 6'6", ginormous beast of a man, but he's caught 45 career catches in college. He just doesn't go out for passes. So are they going to grab him almost like a lineman? That's another thing where, he might be going too, but I could see him dropping. I don't see why he wouldn't drop, but you never know. Some people just get excited over size.
Second rounder.
He's got to be. There's talks about him going in the first round, though. I was like, I have Laporta going way before him, but definitely could be wrong.
Right, and it's a matter too if all the good offensive linemen get scooped up, they may be pulling big tight ends as far as like pass protection and run blocking and stuff.
Absolutely.
It doesn't, pass protection for a tight end. They chip in the end coming in and they're doing a 2-yard out. And then, they're good third down receiving tight end that can also protect the pocket.
Oh yeah. And this guy's huge.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah. Every mock I'm seeing is 2 tight ends going in the first. I don't see
at
3.
Least, yeah.
And the important thing on that one too, is the number is set right at 2. It's not 2.5.
So is that,
so you can push.
Yeah. All right.
It was 2.5 3 days ago, so it's dropped.
Yeah.
So what Jerry explained? Push.
Push means you'll get your bet back. You won't win any money, but you won't lose any money if it goes right to 2.
Because there's no half guy you can draft.
Right.
No, but you can draft one that's 1.5, right? Like Darnell Washington. He's the size of a man and a half.
It's like me on Mac's shoulders.
Imagine
it's Taco Fall with a helmet.
Oh my god,
where is Taco Fall now? Is he overseas?
G League. Oh no, you're right. He is in the. He is overseas now.
Poor guy.
He's making money still.
Burn bright. So since we're in New England, I wanted to discuss this real quick. What are they taking at 14? Are they trading down? Are they going to take somebody? Are they just going to do what they normally do and just trade out of the first and go with somebody with 3 seconds like draft day? Terrible movie, by the way.
I don't. Yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
No, I was going to comment on draft day.
Go right ahead.
It's a mediocre movie at best.
So I never watched it before, and I'm sorry, takers. You probably heard this. Everybody's talking about it, but I'm like, all right, I got to see why is everybody hating on this movie, because I've heard some people like it. Oh my God. Like, no, that would never, ever happen. Like, are you kidding me? Like, oh, none of his teammates went to his birthday party. Ooh, okay. It's like, I want all my picks back. It's like when a GM trades out of the first, they are accepting their fate. Like, we're going for the future. We're not going for that quarterback. It makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, terrible movie. And plus, Kevin Costner being like 19 years older than Jennifer Garner, who gets pregnant. Like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. But
you loser.
But like, come on. Get out of here with that. Anyway, I digress. Moving on. Patriots plus 3,000 to take a corner. But the favorites at plus 300 to take O lineman. Jerry, you think it's just going to be O lineman that they're going to take?
I think it's O lineman. Yep. Yeah, I think it's a left tackle. It could be Skoronski, Broderick Jones, or Paris Jones Jr.
I lied. Oh my gosh. I got to edit that out because, all right, I just looked it up. I'm glad I got money on this already at the plus 3,000 because offensive lineman's at plus 225. Corner is at plus 225. They might go corner, guys. It's a pretty deep class for corner. That jumped from 3,000. I need to log in to make sure I got that because I'm excited now.
If that's right, that's a huge trend. That's a lot of steam to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Bill and his defense. I see them going linemen. That's just what they do in the first round.
They don't do anything exciting.
No, they have them. The mock that I was looking at was Darnell Wright, which is the best prospect at tackle, falling to 14. That's pretty good. You're going to get the number one guy. Why not? I think most likely if he's already taken, Darnell Wright, that is, the prospect that they want, then maybe they go corner. That's when that kind of comes into play. I really want them to go get Flowers, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
No wide receivers for Mac Jones. I have some insider information that I'm not at liberty to say online here, so we will talk about it afterwards. But it's pretty interesting.
You can't say it on here?
I cannot. I actually asked permission and everything. It didn't go over well.
Oh man. Yep. So it was at plus 3,000 last week, and
wow,
I did throw $20 on it. So
hopefully.
It's a good one.
Let's go. All right. Anything else? Any bets you want to talk about, Regan? Anything?
No, I don't. I got to get into betting. I downloaded the app. I'm proud of myself for doing that.
It's first step.
Honestly, it was the owner of my company sent me a link and was just like, hey, man, you doing this yet? And I was like, why are you showing me this?
Because you get a referral bonus.
He
so
did.
He used you to get money. Nice.
Yep. I was like, what a jerk.
All right, Jerry.
Fantasy league.
Mm-hmm. Jerry, you got any bets you want to talk about, like for the draft, or we can get into team futures right now? Call your shot now. Be kind of fun.
I think I've gone over pretty much everything for the draft. There is, running backs. There's the over on that is actually plus money right now too, and it's over 1.5. So if there's 2 running backs that go,
oh my God, yes, take that.
I like that one.
You think so, Regan?
Oh my God, Gibbs is going to go in the first.
So I was talking about this with somebody else, and I'm like, Bijan definitely, but will they take a second? I mean, they did that year with Najee Harris and Travis Etienne.
Who could take
Steelers in Jacksonville. So, but I don't see Gibbs being drafted in the first.
Cincinnati at 28, absolutely. Nixon gone. Buffalo at 27, another one.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
No, they got Damian Harris and Cook. They're fine.
Oh, they have Harris. I'm sorry, I forgot that they got him.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Minnesota Vikings?
Vikings, Chargers are another one.
They're dropping Cooks. They have
Chargers.
to. June 1st. Cooks will be gone. Chargers, you said? Yep, Chargers is another good
Falcons.
one.
So I had the
Falcons.
Chargers at plus 550 for Bijan. So don't put that evil out there on me.
Eagles at 30. Oh my God, there's so many teams that could use a running back.
Yeah,
Gibbs is so comparable.
They can get him in the second round though. I don't see him going in the first.
The problem is if these teams don't have an earlier second round, they won't get them because that's what happens. Everyone values that first round pick for the lineman or something like that, and the second round always goes nuts. It always like changes up everything. Players just dropping left and right. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's also teams that end up on plan C and D because they're in the they're picking 17th, 18th, and their 3 guys that they had planned are already gone, and now they're like, all right, well, we'll take the best running back on the board.
Right, that's what it is. I don't know. It's questionable. You have to think about it too. There's only 31 picks, and there's a lot of guys. So I understand why these are set up like that. 31 picks is not a lot. 32. Miami lost theirs.
And in Vegas. Yeah, I was going to ask who my
one less
in the first round.
Yeah, one less makes it not a lot. Okay,
love that.
Yeah, Miami doesn't have a pick until pick 51, and they're probably going to go O-line. Right, hopefully.
Can they draft a better helmet?
Yeah, they made a new one. I don't know if you've seen that.
They actually did.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. All right, so second round order, we got Pittsburgh, Houston, Arizona. I don't see them drafting running backs.
Nope.
Then you got Indy, Rams, Seattle. Definitely not Seattle with Ken Walker. Yeah, I don't see Gibbs going until maybe New Orleans at number 40 because he is like a Alvin Kamara, pass out of the backfield, beat him to the edge.
He's a Darren Sproles, the old Saints running back.
Oh, well, yeah, that he was a journeyman. He's been everywhere.
My God.
Loved him, though.
He's a utility player.
Mhm.
Every definition.
That's a good call, Mac, though. I like that at 40 to the Saints. That's a good pick.
Or maybe Atlanta at 44.
No, you're just being ridiculous. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That's actually a great pick as well.
We'll see. All right. When you guys want to get into some team futures and just call your shots. This will be fun. Takers moving on from the draft, and we'll just do this. Like, hey, Super Bowl winner plus 600 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Are they going to repeat?
No.
Okay. So don't waste your money. This is what you want to put your money on. Miami Dolphins plus 2,500. Yeah, let's go.
To win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, same odds as the Broncos, Ravens, Lions.
What's
They're favored more than Jacksonville. Oh, you want to hear New England?
Oh, I don't want to.
No.
No.
Plus 6,000.
Makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So the Steelers, the Packers have better odds. Oh, the Commanders and Rams are plus 6,000 too. So Patriots have the same odds as the Rams.
That's Matthew Stafford. That's pretty impressive. Just kidding.
Yeah. I don't know. Bengals at plus 850. I kind of like.
Depending on what they do at running back, I would be pretty interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
So my line for the Bengals is actually plus 1,000.
Nice.
But I use a different site, and I
Do
don't.
it. You won't.
Yeah, I don't know if we're dropping name sites or.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I actually use the legal Rhode Island sportsbook where I am located in Rhode Island, and their numbers are a little bit more favorable than DraftKings at this point.
Noted.
Very nice. Very nice. Jets at plus 1,400. When was the last time the Jets were favored over New England?
Last time they won a playoff game.
Against New England with Mark Sanchez, right?
Yep.
That was the last time.
That was a long time ago.
Even the Bears have better odds. Plus 5,000.
God damn.
All right. So call your Super Bowl winner now. Eagles. Plus 750. I don't know. They lost a lot of defensive players. I don't know.
They lost like all their coaches.
Yeah, that too. Once they get poached like that, it's not good.
That's a good point. I can't do Buffalo because I don't know. But if they get Hopkins, I could see Buffalo.
Yeah. Buffalo at 850.
Ooh,
I'm going Miami. 2,500.
You're so dumb. Put
Miami?
like $1 down, okay?
Miami plus 3,000 in Rhode Island.
All right.
Oh my God.
I need to get on that app.
Terry, can you put $1 down for him?
Yes. 1 to win 30. Cowboys plus 1,600.
There you go.
I think this is finally the year they do it. They win it in Raven style with that nasty defense. And yeah.
Getting rid of their offensive coordinator because he was too pass happy, apparently. They want to control the clock more.
Yep.
I don't trust Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure they're going to choke in the playoffs.
That's their typical style, but I think this is the year where they actually get it done.
All right. How about MVP? Patrick Mahomes, 650. Joe Burrow, 700. Ooh. Jared Goff, 3,500.
If Williams didn't get suspended for 6 games, then maybe.
Nah. Tua, 1,600. Jalen Hurts, 1,100. Or Trevor Lawrence. What if Trevor Lawrence goes off, man? 1,600.
And the Jaguars are actually a favorite to win their division, I believe.
Wow. Haven't seen that in quite a
They're a heavy favorite to win their division. They're actually minus 150. It's a terrible division.
Makes sense.
Oh man, I like that Trevor Lawrence bet.
Okay.
See, that's the one that just throw a couple.
Patriots finishing position first, plus 800 in their division.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet that.
No, I don't like that.
Fourth is minus 115.
Oh. Well, somebody's going to
Safe
get hurt,
bet.
so they'll be in third.
Mhm.
What's third?
Third is 275.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Dolphins.
When Aaron Rodgers stubs them and doesn't go, it'd be
Yes.
hilarious. And they're just horrible.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, it's a done deal. It's gonna happen." Blah blah blah. I'm like, I do not until I see it.
Yep.
I don't trust Aaron Rodgers.
He's
Green
playing
Bay's
games.
Keep his word.
Well, Green Bay's playing games is what it is. They're not letting him go for nothing, and they're going to give him a hard time because he strung them around, which at the end of this, I can picture him just retiring.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably like, yeah, never mind. I'm done.
Yep.
Nobody gets anything. Miami first 300 or fourth plus 350.
Huh.
They're not going to get last. Come on.
No, they won't. They're going to
you-
beat the Jets and Pats.
Yeah.
They got it.
So I would bet on second
Mhm.
plus 240. I like that.
Yeah,
I
I
would
like
agree.
that too.
Yep.
Plus 240 for second in the division. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I would bet first, but okay. Cool.
Yeah, well,
I
let
wouldn't.
us talk you down off the cliff, you know? Oh, man.
Receiving touchdowns for Odell Beckham. Under 4. Over under is 4 at
I got-
minus 115.
I got under.
Garrett Wilson minus 115 at over under 8.5.
Ooh.
Over.
I'd say under because if it's not Rodgers,
If it's not Rodgers, yeah.
take
might
that
be an
bet
issue.
now.
Yeah.
You know, that will drop if it doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I put 20 on or something. Oh, man. I could lose so much money so fast.
Oh, it's so easy.
It
too.
happens.
Yeah. So yeah, if any of you takers have a betting problem, it's not our problem. That's your problem.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
there's a little hotline at the bottom of the screen. It's easy to get help if you need it.
We are not affiliated with anybody. We are not helping you out.
That being said, if any of the takers have any bets that they think are, you just can't pass it up, send it our way. So we can either tell everybody or we can win some money ourselves.
That reminds me.
Oh, God.
I was listening to Fantasy Pros podcast, and I think his name's Andrew Erickson. He led this to me. I gotta do a short about this. So the kicker at the Senior Bowl, I guess Bill Belichick was all about him and all loving him. So it's all big money that they're gonna draft this kicker. I think what's the kicker's name? Moody or something. I gotta find this. So follow us. I'll let you know. Takers, just a tip.
Wow.
FFP. I'll have to look it up later. But if you want some fun on a long shot bet that in the 6th round Belichick will draft this kicker, I guess he loved him, and they let go Nick Folk, right? So they do need a kicker.
Nick Folk will be back.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
I can't watch another year of kicking struggles and missed extra points. I can't do it.
No. Nick Folk was actually pretty good.
Folk was good, yeah.
Yeah.
He was all right.
Oh, shut
All
up.
righty. Anything else we want to talk about, guys?
No, but I think us talking about everything that could happen, this league is going to be crazy this year. It's been changing every single year. It's been getting nuts.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a feeling on a team, call your shot now.
It's unpredictable.
Go for it before the draft, before the summer. Like somebody's going to go down, get injured or something during preseason. Then the lines are going to change. So
That's a great point.
I mean,
I would also
pretty
give
safe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say pretty safe bet on Chiefs going deep and Bengals and Bills. So
Yeah.
go
Yes,
ahead, put some money down on that now before the odds get better in their favor.
Yeah. I would also say if you like your bets and you want to go with your gut, do it early when the lines first come out. I think it's either Tuesday or Wednesday when the lines come out. If you're going to go with your gut, jump on it early because it's going to move. And if it's usually your gut instinct, it's going to move in the opposite direction. So you can usually cash in early and get good lines. That line can move 2 or 3 points by the end of the week. And Vegas is so close with their numbers that you have an advantage by getting in on it early.
Jerry, betting question.
Yes,
Say
sir.
you put it in there and the line, you put it in there Monday.
Yep.
And the line gets better.
Is
Can
this
you
a
back out of that and
No.
get? So you once you put your money in, no matter
Once
what.
you put your money in, it's in. You can't back out of any bets.
Just curious.
Yeah.
No, but there is some things where they'll buy your bet out. They'll buy it out. So if you did do, like I've been doing the hockey money line parlay. So if I get 2 out of 3, they'll be like, all right, we'll give you a little bit of money to cash out now. Like there's stuff like that, Regan, if you keep an eye on it.
There's also sites like Prop Swaps where you can swap that bet.
Okay.
Or you
That's
can have
true.
somebody
I
buy it
haven't heard
out
of
for you for lesser money or something like that if somebody else likes it.
Mhm.
So there are options, but usually, I mean, if I lock in a bet, I lock it in and I just wait for it to happen.
You
Right.
accept it.
Yeah.
I was
I
just
did
thinking of
a,
the whole Young thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Go ahead, man.
No, I was just saying I did a bet I thought I did, and then I was like, I can't find it until it showed up. A baseball team to start the season going 10-0, and luckily Tampa Bay did that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I'll put money down on that, and just randomly, I'm like, oh, thank God. They had to beat the Red Sox though to get it. So I'm like, thank you.
Wasn't very hard.
Nope, it is not. Unlike I was with Ryan's mom last night. Oh shit, that's Jerry's mom too. Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Oh,
Twofer.
oh man.
All right, takers. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any betting questions or if you do have a problem, get some help. We'll share the number since we're into this stuff. So maybe I need to dial it myself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You guys got any leftovers or just want to end it?
I got one.
All right, leftovers. Let's go.
Geico 500 NASCAR race today at Talladega. Harrison
All
Burton,
right.
75-1. Woods Brothers Racing has 99 wins. They're looking for their 100th, and that car is notoriously fast on super speedways. 75-1 plus 7,500.
Most
Who is
redneck
it
thing I've
again?
ever heard.
Harrison Burton. is his
Burton.
name.
Okay.
Yep.
Mac already put money on it now.
No. I'm going
75-1, and the car is notoriously fast at super speedways. He was actually winning in the Daytona 500 when he got taken out in a wreck.
All right. I guess I have to upload this podcast today then, so everybody can hear this. So
it's in a couple hours, so I don't know what's going to happen, but
I'll get it up and going. All right.
at least if it hits, everybody will know I won.
Absolutely.
You got good jobs for Jerry. This is bullshit.
I'm trying to get the light to sync with it, but whatever.
One day when you get older.
One day. You got anything for the leftovers, Regan, or you just got to keep tapping like that?
That's not me.
Okay.
I'm literally just getting into my FanDuel app right now.
That's my wife building something.
No, I got you. I'm only kidding. All right.
What was his name?
Harrison Butker. No, that's the kicker.
Burton.
Huh.
Harrison Burton.
I don't see him.
All right.
Oh, he's way down at the bottom.
We will end this recording because we've gone on long enough. So thank you very much, takers. Good luck. We will see you draft night live on our YouTube channel and on Facebook. Just a tip, FFP. That's all you got to do. Just search that. Thank you very much. And go win.
Jerry, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much,
Anytime,
Jerry.
anytime.
Hopefully our tips help you out, takers. And trying to find the outro music. What do you think it's under?
Only been doing this for 2.5 years, and
I know.
just like I can't find it.
All right.
Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
People gotta give you more credit. You do a lot of talking.
It's the multitasking, scrolling to find the drop, and then talking and reading.
You're homeschooled.
And trying to pay attention to what you guys say without tuning you out.
You do that anyways. It's just always Miami.
Well, better than talk about New England all the time.
Wow.
There's not much left to talk about there.
Enjoy purgatory, boys. You get a long middle of the round picks, and
at least you don't have a first round pick.
Shut up.
Loser.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.